being on vacation, and then now I come back and I'm going, wow, I think it's Wednesday. Nope, it's Tuesday.
It's Wednesday. I'm 24 hours late.
Yeah, right. Because every Tuesday we don't want to skip that day again because we get Pete. Positive Pete joins us, and well, I tell you, we've had a little bit of rain. It's probably held some things up, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has a little bit, but we're still early in the year, so we can recover. The big one that it's kind of messing with is the interstate reconstruction project in the southbound lanes, because we've got all the concrete tore out, and so that means there's nothing there but dirt. And as our one of our construction inspectors said, when you mix rain and dirt, you get mud, and it's hard to get trucks through there. So yeah, we do need some dry weather to get that one back going. But everything else we've been able to do some stuff. But yeah, it can slow down for a while.
What are some of the updates that have been going on here the last week or so?
Well, US 65 in Mason City, all the storm sewer work, the 42-inch storm sewer is done between 10th and 11th, and they're now working on the 36-inch storm sewer, which is south of there. And they are installing sidewalk between 6th and 8th Street. They're doing street lights and traffic signals between 6th and 8th Street. And hope to have the sidewalks in that area complete by next week. Then they'll be doing dirt work. So they're making progress, and hopefully we'll get to do some paving this week between 8th and 10th, hoping for Thursday. Again, that's all going to be weather dependent. Iowa 122 in Mason City in front of Mercy Hospital. They are hoping to pour a section of the new westbound lanes in front of the Crescent Drive area today. Hopefully that happens. I'll let you know next week if that is able to take place or not. We touched on the I-35 project south of Mason City, starting in Franklin County, about 7 miles south. Like I said, we need some dry weather there so we can move ahead now that all the concrete is torn out. The bridge deck overlays on I-35 in the Clear Lake area are actually going really, really well. There's still a lot of work to be done, but we are actually probably a little bit ahead of schedule on those. So, but again, rainy days can change that. So we'll hopefully get some dry weather soon. The B20 bridge deck overlay over I-35 is going really well. We are hoping to have that open in about 5 weeks. So again, that one's moving ahead very well. So that's good news. Then the B60 bridge deck overlay over I-35, that's the county road, B60 that goes to Swaledale. They have some asphalt work to do next week and the new guardrail that needs to be put in. And then they can switch over to the other side and get traffic moving there as well. So that one's still with temporary traffic signals, just like the one project on B20 is. But all in all, things are going pretty well. But we do need some dry weather now in the next week or two, so we can get back on schedule on some of these.
I was headed. I went up to the Park Rapids area this past weekend, or last week, and no construction the way I took.
Zero.
Wow,
that's impressive.
Well, I skipped the cities.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
And it was because I went up to Interstate 35, take 13 over 14 and the 15. It's kind of convenient in Minnesota. They got all the roads going. I'm going to take 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm there.
Sure.
Yeah. But it goes from 13, 14, 15, then 15 turns into 10.
Okay.
Then I got to get on 64, then I get on 87.
Okay.
And then I'm there.
It's a lot of numbers.
It is a lot of numbers.
That's what you got GPS for, right?
Exactly. It always wants to take me through the cities, though, and I'm not going through the city. I was pulling a boat too.
Sure.
You know what the best thing about that boat is, Pete?
What's that?
Because some people are going, "Whoa, Jay's got a boat." Whoa, no, it's my brother-in-law's boat.
So you get to use it, bring it back, drop it off, and you're done with it.
I don't even have to bring it back. He's going up to get it in September.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I get to use it all summer long.
You got a pretty good setup there.
A good boat owner right there.
How was the fishing?
It was actually pretty good. I got some panfish, got bass, northern. Yeah, so it was good stuff and a buzz.
Like it. Yeah, well, There's all kinds of different goals you need to have.
Yeah, if the fishing ain't working, well, you just might as well turn to the cooler.
I guess so.
Yeah, but the fishing was actually pretty good, so it was good that way.
That's good. That makes vacation a lot more fun.
Oh yeah, and then pizzas and grilling and sleeping in a little bit. Actually, not really. I was up at like 5:00, 5:30.
Yeah, I don't get up like that on vacation.
Well, I try not to, but when the sun's coming in, it's like, well, okay.
Sure. Yeah, that you need window shades.
Well, I have them.
No, you need better ones.
Yeah, I do it. But the nice thing is too, it's really dark up there too, or it gets stays lighter up there.
It does.
So about 9:45, it's still kind of somewhat light out, and you're going, wow, this is like weird.
Yeah, even a couple weeks ago, I was up in North Dakota, and it's crazy how much longer it stays light out.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty warm.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was very warm when I was up there as well. So, but not always. I think I heard they had some like 50-degree temperatures a couple weeks ago or a week ago or something like that. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a couple of days, but
Yep.
cloudy, rained a little bit, but the days you got that were really nice was good.
Yeah, and sometimes a rainy day at the lake is kind of relaxing too if you've got things to do.
Yep. Yeah, I got all the work done before I got into the week last week.
That is the way to start it off. Get it done with so you can enjoy the rest of the time.
Yeah. And I told you about the time we went up in Mother's Day weekend. We went up there, opened up everything up, and come to find out, did I tell you about the bathroom window?
No.
Oh, this is really good. Yeah.
Sounds like a story.
Because what happened was we get up there, and so the owner of the resort went and actually opened things up for me, because I said, hey, I'm coming up tonight. I'm not going to get there until it's dark, so you can at least get my electricity going for me. And he goes, oh, yeah, no problem. Well, you end up getting the electricity, the gas, all that stuff was all working. So I didn't do nothing when I got there.
Well, that's pretty good setup.
Then the next morning I asked him, I said, did you, by the way, like open the, was it a little musty in there or something? Did you open the bathroom window? He goes, no, I didn't open any windows. Oh, really? How interesting was that? Because the window was open all winter long.
Well, you got fresh air.
Yeah, it did. So I blame the wife for not shutting the bathroom window before we left last year.
How'd that go?
Not well.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Not well, Pete. Never blame the wife for not shutting the windows.
Yeah, I have a feeling Deb can hold her own.
Yeah. So if you want to just guys, just take it. Even though you didn't do it, just say, oh, I'm so sorry. But we got lucky. Nothing happened.
Yes, that is very lucky.
But
maybe you had a bear try to crawl through the window or something.
Well, there was a bear up there that weekend. We went up there to open everything up. Wow, yeah. Right across the park. Yeah, not like seeing a couple of black bears.
Yeah, they it's their area. They were there first.
Right. Well, because the berries aren't out yet, so they got nothing to eat. So they're coming out of hibernation. They're looking for something to eat, and so I gotta make sure my Blackstone's all cleaned off and my smoker's all clean. I don't want none of that hanging around because I don't need them on the deck. That's
right. They can smell that stuff, and they will come and investigate.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what, I'd have to have an extra set of underwear if I saw something like that on the deck.
On the deck.
On the deck when I'm hear noise out there and I look out there and there's a bear staring at me.
Yeah, that'd be a little intimidating.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it would not be a good day for Jay Brooks, that's for sure, in his undies.
It's crazy. I've been going up to the cabin that I stay at for over 30 years, almost exactly 30 years, I guess. And I have never seen a bear.
You haven't?
No, I'm like the only one. There's everybody else. I think my brother was up there once or twice, and he saw a bear on his way home. I've never been lucky enough to see a bear. I take that back. There is a restaurant on Lake Winnebagosh that's about a half hour from the cabin. And this doesn't really count, though. They've got a big concrete ring out the back, and they throw all the food scraps in there.
Oh.
And every night, and they've got big windows out the back, and every night a bear will come out of the woods and eat out of there.
Sure.
So I don't think that really counts, because that's kind of like a trained bear.
Right. Yeah. He just waiting for the scraps to come out.
Exactly. It was kind of funny though. We the one night we were there and sitting and watching, and you see raccoons and some birds and all that would go in there, and all of a sudden there was nothing there, just completely quiet. And like 5 minutes later, the bear comes out of the woods. So everybody got the heck out of there when the bear was in the area.
Yeah. You don't want to, if you're going to be, if you're going, man, I really want that steak, and a bear comes along, don't fight him.
Nope, give up.
Just walk away, because you ain't winning that fight.
Not whatsoever.
But they look all snuggly and cuddly and all that good stuff. Like you just want to go up there and give a big old, no.
Nope. I don't think that'd be a good idea.
No, you just got to make some noise. They'll run away from you.
Yeah.
Now, the grizzly or the brown bear, yeah.
Different story.
Yeah. So that's why I always went, because they got a big garbage thing. The bears would climb in the garbage can or the garbage dumpsters where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't walk down there at all. When I take the garbage, I'm taking the Jeep or I'm taking my golf cart.
Yep.
And I don't think that thing will outrun the bear will outrun the golf cart, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, hopefully you don't find out.
At least I got somewhat of a fighting chance if I do have the cart. If I don't have the cart and I'm just walking out of garbage and he wants my garbage, man, I'm not outrunning that guy.
It's just like the steak. I would give up the garbage really quickly.
I'll throw it to him. We'll play catch. I don't care.
So you throw it like off the path so they go after that.
Right. Yeah. But,
Or the other story, don't you?
oh, what's that?
Go with somebody else that you know that you can outrun.
Yeah.
You don't have to be faster than the bear. Just be faster than the person you're with.
Exactly. So, yeah, you never know what you're going to run into. Wildlife is crazy up there. So
it's fun though. That's all part of it.
Yeah. So
and I was up there a few weeks ago. We sat on the deck and watched an eagle circling, and all of a sudden, about 75 yards in front of us, went down and took a fish out of the lake right in front of us.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, it is cool to see that.
Yeah, I love it.
Had storks over there. Was it stork? No, yeah.
Probably a heron.
Pelican.
Yeah, pelicans.
There you go. Yeah, so that was out. The loons, they're out. That's really cool.
Yep.
Yeah, and the loons got really close. Got some good pictures of those.
Cool.
So they had babies and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, the Minnesota life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to get back up there. You got me craving it again.
I know. We're supposed to go up in July. I said no. I'm coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm coming back.
Are you really?
Yeah. So not doing anything in a couple of weeks, Pete. All right, there you go.
I'll keep it in mind.
Go to the resort and go do some fishing and have a couple of bratwurst or beers or whatever.
That all sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, we'll go bear hunting.
Yeah, no, that I'm
out. Oh, good deal. Well, Pete, again, all the road construction stuff, always important to mention this too, as well as the whole website and the mobile app.
That's right, 511ia.org and the 511ia app. And I was just thinking, Jay, we had talked about it since we weren't on last Tuesday. The Lansing Bridge over the Mississippi River is back open. That opened up a week ago Monday. So that is back open for all the people who I know like to ride motorcycle over there or take the convertibles out or just head over to that area. But the bridge is back open. So
did you go check that out on your motorcycle then last week?
Not last week, but in a couple of weeks I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I love when you bring up motorcycles. Oh, Pete must have been for a ride this weekend.
Nope. I've only been out once. It's been a crazy year, but hopefully that changes now the rest of the summer.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Pete, it's great to catch up with you. Sorry we missed you last week, but I was sleeping in and felt good about it too.
I don't blame you a bit. Hope you had a good vacation, and hope maybe one of these days I'll experience it as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a couple of weeks if you wanted to go back up there.
All right, sounds good to me.
We'll both take the day all the way until Tuesday. We'll just do the road report from up north.
Perfect.
That'll work. Pete, have yourself a great week. All right.
All right, you too, Jake.
That's the good stuff.